Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Ever felt your computer is slowing down, constantly bothering you with updates, or just not yours anymore? Or maybe you're just curious about this whole Linux thing you've heard about. Well, today is the day we change that. This is the complete beginner's guide to Linux Mint. We are going to take you from zero to hero, walking you through every single step from downloading the software to customizing your shiny new operating system. No prior knowledge required. By the end of this video, you'll be comfortably running Linux Mint. If you have not installed or want to know how to install Linux Mint, check out the video in the description. Grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's dive in. When you log into Linux Mint for the first time, you're greeted by the welcome screen. This is your starting point, and it includes shortcuts to all the essential tools you need. Linux Mint is beautiful, stable, and incredibly intuitive, especially if you're coming from a Windows background. See this taskbar, this start menu? It's designed to make you feel right at home. Plus, it's completely free, highly secure, and revitalizes old hardware. The primary version we'll focus on is called the Cinnamon Edition. It's Mint's flagship desktop environment, renowned for its elegance and traditional layout. If you're new, keep this welcome screen on until you're comfortable. You can always reopen it from the menu by searching Welcome. Before we start having fun, let's do a few essential housekeeping tasks. First, let's update the system. A little shield icon in your system tray might have an orange dot on it. That's the update manager. Let's open it. It will ask for your password. This is normal for important system changes. Enter it and let the updates install. This ensures you have all the latest security patches. So these are all the packages that need to be updated on the system. So just click on Install Updates. So the system is up to date. So next time you want to update your system, just click on the Update shield or search for Update Manager from the Start menu. If you see no updates, click on Refresh. It will search for new updates and display them if they are available. Let us go back to the welcome screen. One of the best features of Linux Mint is Time Shift, your system backup and restore tool. Think of it like System Restore in Windows, but more reliable. It takes a snapshot of your system. If anything ever breaks, you can roll back the clock instantly. Don't skip this. You must set it up. This is the wizard you can use to set it up. Just leave the defaults and click Next. If you have more than one drive, you can select where to store the snapshots. Here you can select when the snapshots can be done, daily, hourly, monthly, and so on, and how many snapshots can be kept. This depends on your drive space. By default, only system files are backed up. Home directories or personal file in video folders, documents folders, and so on are not backed up. You can enable them to be backed up if you want, but this will eat up your drive space. Make sure you have a lot of space. From here, the system will start making the snapshots automatically, but if you want to create manual snapshots, just click on Create. You can open Time Shift from the Start menu anytime. If you have NVIDIA graphics or specific Wi-Fi cards, open the Driver Manager. It will automatically detect and install proprietary drivers you might need for peak performance. I do not have any special hardware on my system that needs drivers. Installing software in Linux is different from Windows. Forget visiting random websites and worrying about viruses. We have an app store. This is the software manager. It's your safe hub for thousands of applications, all verified and ready to install with a single click. Need Qubit Torrent? Search Qubit Torrent, click Install, enter your password, and you're done. The same goes for Steam, Discord, VLC Media Player, GIMP, a Photoshop alternative, and the full LibreOffice suite, which is already installed by default. Mint also comes ready with everything you need right out of the box. Firefox for browsing, LibreOffice for documents, and great multimedia tools. Linux Mint includes a firewall called GUFW. It's off by default. Make sure it's enabled. Simple security step. Huge peace of mind. The best part about Linux is making it truly yours. It's a tinkerer's paradise. Head over to System Settings and then Themes. You can instantly change the look and feel of your entire operating system from dark modes to specific color accents and window borders. It's incredibly easy and fun to experiment with. System Settings is where you customize everything. Themes you can change. Icons change window borders. Switch between dark light mode. In desktop effects, you can change window animations, shadows, transparency. In users and groups, you can add users, set passwords, display settings, resolution, refresh rate, multi-monitor setup. Mint gives you a very clean, organized settings layout, making it easy for beginners. All right, so let's talk about Nemo, which is the default file manager in Linux Mint. Think of it as the Linux Mint version of Windows File Explorer, but honestly, it's cleaner, faster, and gives you a little more control. With Nemo, managing your files, documents, downloads, music, and everything else is super easy. The layout is familiar, so if you've used Windows before, you'll feel right at home. Overall, Nemo is fast, visually clean, and super easy to use. It's lightweight, but powerful, beginner-friendly, but still great for experienced Linux users. It's one of those things that makes Linux Mint feel polished and comfortable right out of the box. Let us look at how to install apps the manual way.d packages. Not all apps are in the software manager. Some, like Google Chrome, offer a .deb file. Just make it executable, then double-click it and install using Mint's package installer. And just like that, Google Chrome is installed on the system. You will find a number of software in the deb format, and you can install them the same way, no commands needed. If you want to install Windows applications in Linux Mint, check out the video in the description on how you can do that. Let us look at the terminal, basic day-to-day commands you will use. That is, if you want to, don't be scared. The terminal is extremely simple once you learn a few basics. Here are the daily commands beginners use. All right, so if you're new to Linux, here's one command you'll hear all the time: sudo apt update. Think of it like this: your system needs to know what software is available and what updates exist. Sudo apt update basically tells your computer, hey, go online and check all the software servers you're connected to, refresh the list, and see if there are any new versions available. It does not install anything yet. It just updates the list. So it's like refreshing your app store before you install or update apps. So after you run sudo apt update and your system refreshes the list of available updates, the next step is sudo apt upgrade. This command actually installs the updates your system found. Think of it like this: apt update equals checking what updates exist. Apt upgrade equals installing those updates. When you run it, your system will download the newer versions of apps, libraries, and system components, then install them, all while keeping your existing settings and configurations. It's basically the Linux Mint equivalent of, okay, install all the new updates, super safe, super standard, and something you'll run regularly to keep your system smooth and secure. So the same way we updated the system earlier using the software update manager graphically, you can do it using the command line using these commands. So if you do not like commands, stick to the software update manager. All right, installing apps on Linux Mint is super simple. It's basically one command. Let's say you want to install VLC, the popular media player. You just run this command, press enter, type your password, and Mint will automatically download VLC from the official software servers and install it for you. No manual downloads needed. It's fast, clean, safe, and honestly, way easier than digging through websites like on Windows. That's it. App installed. You'll now find VLC in your applications menu. You can do the same using the software manager graphically, like we did earlier. To remove or uninstall the app, just run this command. Let me install it again since I need it. To clean unused packages, run this command. All right, so over time, when you install and remove apps on Linux Mint, your system can collect leftover packages, stuff that used to be needed by an app you uninstalled but isn't needed anymore. That's where this command comes in. Think of it like cleaning up your room after you've moved some furniture around. It automatically removes old, unused packages that are just taking up space. These aren't apps you installed manually, they're dependencies that are no longer needed. So it helps free up disk space, keep your system tidy, avoid clutter from old libraries. It's completely safe and something you can run once in a while after updates or uninstalling software. And there you have it. Linux Mint is not scary. It's a powerful, user-friendly, and secure alternative that you can start using today. We've only scratched the surface. To dive deeper, check out the official Linux Mint community tutorials page for more advanced topics like using the terminal. If this video helped you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more beginner-friendly tech guides. Thanks for watching and happy computing.